Bună ziua, welcome everybody also from my side. Everything is true, I am indeed Corina Apachițe, and I'm also an example that Romanians can have a career and evolve in Germany, not only Germans in Romania, like city mayors or country heads at Continental. So today I will speak about how AI is transforming the automotive industry. And I brought mainly 4 key messages for you today. The first one is AI is transforming the automotive industry, not surprisingly, profoundly, and necessarily. The second one is about the role of us as engineers. We will be building machines which will generate solutions. Third, we achieved as Continental various results, convincing results in the area of AI for both our customers, external customers, and our internal employees. And last but not least, AI is human-made, and it shall be used and further developed according to ethical principles. We at Continental made a self-commitment towards this purpose in 2020 already, and see a big support and a kind of confirmation through EU AI Act. So now I will try to convince you that that's something behind these 4 key messages. But before doing that, I will shortly introduce Continental, my company. Continental is a multinationality company worldwide, and we are working and delivering future mobility solutions. We are organized in 4 group sectors, one probably very famous, the tires of Continental, but we are also Continental Automotive and ContiTech. Personally, I'm working in automotive sector, and we are there generating 20 billion sales per year, at least it was the case last year, and we are more than 100,000 employees. We are organized in 5 business areas which reflect also our product portfolio. We are delivering autonomous mobility solutions, user experience solutions, architecture and networking solutions, software and central technologies, and safety and motion, the famous brake systems, which are very important also in the era of autonomous driving. AI is transforming the automotive industry, not surprisingly. Why? Because already at the beginning of the 80s, a German professor, Ernst Dickmann, could drive autonomously on German highways with 80 kilometers per hour. So the technology which is needed for automated driving is at least 44 years old. AI is transforming the automotive industry profoundly. It's not only about autonomous driving. It is about everything. It's about intelligent brake systems. It's about new products benefiting of AI, last mile delivery robots, for example, agricultural robots. But it's a lot about investing, co-investing in people, empowering people through artificial intelligence as well. And artificial intelligence is transforming the automotive industry necessarily. How can we seriously claim that we can deliver the same mobility solution to 10 billion people in times where everything is becoming less, resources are becoming less, oxygen is getting less, and so on. We really need innovative technologies like, for example, AI to do that. For people like me, mobility is not just a gadget. I stayed with my father days in queues to get gasoline at the time. Every time when we started with our Dacia 1340, we never reached our goal, never. Because after 10 kilometers, we had a problem with our tires. After 20 kilometers, we didn't have gasoline anymore. So mobility is, for many of us, a kind of given, but this is not guaranteed that it will be the same forever. It wasn't in the past, at least, and I can witness that. So I will go in more details in the 2 last aspects of this transformation in the automotive industry. The second one, AI is transforming the automotive industry profoundly. We might have read the the tweet of Andrei Karpati, beginning of last year, that the new programming language is English. When programming languages were introduced, defined, Noam Chomsky, maybe you have heard of him, they took the natural language of humans as example, as reference, and this is how programming language have been defined. Now, through ChatGPT, GPT, transformer models, we learn that the natural language grammar is, in fact, somehow superfluous, because all these grammar rules, they are implicitly in the data sets. If we take this principle and dream a little bit further, we can certainly state that we'll develop cars, vehicles in English. Why? Because generating code is only one part of the automotive development processes, and we can automate all of them, and we can automate also the steps as a set as a whole. So the time where from customer needs, from customer requirements to virtual prototypes and to products themselves won't be that long. Last but not least, in order to win also the heads of you, 12% of the automotive business will be generated through AI in the next, or in 5 years from now. I claim also that the transformation of automotive industry through artificial intelligence is necessary as well. These are the trends which you see in the automotive industry: automated driving, cloud services, Internet of Things, UX applications, shared mobility. 36% of the cars will have over-the-ear capabilities in 2 years from now. 66% of the OEMs plan to partner with software and system integrators firm in 2026. More than 400% of the new vehicles will be based on common software platforms, growing from today 7% to 35% by 2031. And by 2031, 60-40 billion market size will be generated by software-based features. How can this happen without artificial intelligence? It cannot be. But AI in the automotive industry does not come alone. It is integrated in hardware, it is integrated in safety critical systems, machines, and we have to take into consideration a lot of other things. That's why I very often say that when we have to work on AI, AI becomes somehow of secondary importance, because we have to take all the other aspects into consideration as well. Compared with all the other things, AI is somehow very easy to deal with. And now I have a very short movie with one minute only to show you that I'm not the only one working on AI at Continental.
The big issues in the world nowadays, they are diverse and they concern all of us. We have set out to develop solutions, therefore, and we are doing this with a very special tool, artificial intelligence.
We have to think about what types of data we need to train the AI and what types of knowledge we have to integrate into a safe AI in the automotive context.
We are focusing on developing algorithms from the very beginning phase of the development of gathering data and also labeling data, and how do we validate the whole system.
I'm currently working on a project to help AI agents to improve their ability of saying by improving the joint model accuracy of deep learning models.
Our teams are involved in such small or larger projects all over the world. It is an exciting time, and we are shaping it.
So that's us. We have teams in Germany, of course, Frankfurt, Berlin, Regensburg, in Singapore, India, but we have teams also here in Timișoara, and I'm very happy that AI brings me literally back home and also in Timișoara. Now, I would like to share with you our vision at Continental. What do we want to achieve with artificial intelligence? We want to empower our employees. We want that routine work is done by machines. I give you a very simple example. To get to know that 2 + 2 makes 4 is a big achievement for a child at the age of 7 or 8. But afterwards, this is nothing. Yeah? It's just something what you know and so on. The same applies for complex tasks. Once we did them once, then it's time for the machine to take over. And we leave somehow, we extrapolate this basic principle at the dimension of a company with 200,000 employees. The second pillar of our AI vision is to empower mobility through artificial intelligence, to make our products even more safe, comfortable, convenient, and sustainable. For me, as a computer scientist, important to mention in all these very emotional discussions, interesting, curious discussions on artificial intelligence, how did it start? Whom do we take as a reference as computer scientists? Who is the person we relate to? And I take Alan Turing for that. He wrote in 1950 a seminal article on whether machines can think, and he wrote down what is still valid till now, the so-called Turing intelligence test or imitation game, that a computer machine would deserve to be called intelligent if it can deceive a human into believing that it was a human. And you might have heard of Eliza, a chatbot in the 70s, where maybe the first trials of having something like ChatGPT were done as well. 1956, we have the official definition of artificial intelligence at the famous Dartmouth workshop in US, but it all started with Turing machines and his contribution to computer science as a new kind of science. At Continental, we didn't start only on 30th of November 2022 to work on AI. It was much earlier, 2016, the so-called search fields on artificial intelligence and robotics were created at corporate level. We have various results, achievements, milestones. Since then, we created a deep learning or opened a deep learning center in Budapest, in Ungarn. We started cooperation with very renowned universities all around the world. We have more than 1,000 AI and data engineers worldwide. We have new products, autonomous mobile robots, established in our portfolio. We have, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the corporate world, we have a new functional area for artificial intelligence and data in our human relations world, and this is a very major, important commitment of the company towards this technology. We see it as a core competency which is needed for us as a company to be successful in the future as well. Artificial intelligence is not only a technology. It transforms our culture. Investing in AI means investing in co-investing in the people as well. We learned today in the morning from Dominic Fritz. But he's not the only one believing and handling that way. We are doing it at Continental as well. Transformation in processes. In my opinion, the most important aspect of artificial intelligence, release humans from their repetitive work, routine work, such that they have time for empathy, creativity, and critical thinking. Transformation in products, autonomous mobility, but also robots, and I hope that everything what I dream today will be somehow deprecated, outdated tomorrow. And transformation in our business. We as a company, yes, we want to earn money with that. Meaning is there, we are striving for meaning as well, but we want to profitably grow with artificial intelligence. I brought also some other examples of AI building blocks which are necessary to be integrated in assisted driving function. Here you can see algorithms which detect pedestrians and track them in traffic. And here an extension of the same capability with behavior prediction. The orange lines, these are the predictions of pedestrians' routes, and this is very necessary in order to avoid collision with vulnerable road users and so on. Why do I show that? Because it's important to understand that AI is only a portion in this kind of functions. Very often we have a bunch of AI algorithms, AI modules to deliver value, to deliver a function to the customer. Examples where these kind of AI algorithms are built in, are integrated, are emergency brake assist, parking space detection, lane departure warning, driver monitoring, and so on. Generative AI, it's not only large language models, it is also large language models, but not only that. We use generative AI at Continental to generate scenes, to generate test data, for our, to validate, to verify our functions, and it's much easier with generative AI. When some years ago we used synthetic data, which has maybe the same purpose, to generate data synthetically in virtual space for certain purposes, it was already a highlight, and now with generative AI becomes even easier. Easier for the users, very hard for people developing those AI models. We are using generative AI also to generate parameter sets during vehicle integration. Each control unit needs to be integrated in various car models. It is a huge load on the shoulders of our engineers to go on customer side and have very limited time to show how good and how performant and how perfect our products are. They can blame themselves. They are compared with our competitors on customer side, and the better they perform, the bigger our success, of course. And now they have this powerful colleague, artificial intelligence, we call the product tuning net, in order to support them to augment their capabilities on customer side. And the best center which you heard so far is, this tool is, it makes me fear, or das macht mir Angst in German, which is a very good compliment in that context. So in this case, especially in this case, we learn also for humans, we interview them, we try to understand from car engineers how are they doing their job, but we used also a lot of data in order to see how they are really doing their job, complete different stories, and we use also optimization AI models to combine or to extend these capabilities. Last but not least, artificial intelligence is reshaping, disrupting the interaction, cooperation, human and machines. Also while driving, we have a very promising cooperation with Google, shown also at CES in Las Vegas. I really hope that the interaction with the cars and the machines won't be interrupted after each sentence, and we hear the sentence, please apologize, I couldn't understand, can you repeat it again? And it's not about our pronunciation and our accent and so on, it's about the machine. It wasn't good enough in the past, and it shall change, and it is changing. We as Continental are contributing to that. Robots, new products in our portfolio for intralogistics work, bringing materials from A to B to C in the plants 24 hours, 7 days a week. Nobody shall do that. Yeah? No human shall do this kind of work. We are developing together with partners a robot for harvesting, and we still have a prototype for agricultural activities called Contadino. Some other achievements at different altitudes. We established an AI lab in Berlin to be part of the vivid ecosystem, artificial intelligence ecosystem in Germany. We are claiming for a leading role in the area of automotive AI. So I combine these two terms on purpose, and I do believe that automotive AI is a new competency which has been created or evolved in the last years, and we as Continental contributed to that. We are cooperating with Google. We have a very interesting, promising project with Aurora to bring or to automate trucks in US, in North America. The picture, the Beatles picture, left above is one of our early successes for pose estimation. In Frankfurt, pose estimation is a building block for behavior prediction. So this is how everything relates to each other. And we have in our plans a tool for visual inspection to detect automatically failures, mistakes along the production lines. This work was done by humans staying along the production line hours and hours and hours, days, weeks, months, years. And now with the machine, we have cameras inspecting very detailed what happened on the circuit board and taking products, partial products out of the line as soon as something wrong happened. What happened with the humans doing this job before? They are now inspecting, controlling the AI. They are generating, or they add new training data to the machine, and they earn even more money, as I learned. My time is over. What I want to emphasize is that none of our project is purely AI. We are working with psychologists, we are working with ergonomists, we are working with car engineers, electrical engineers. All these competencies are necessary to really develop and offer an AI solution for humans, for customers. Here, a screenshot of our self-commitment on ethical artificial intelligence 2020, so 4 years before EU AI Act. And then, last but not least, or also somehow least, the key messages from the beginning, that AI is transforming the automotive industry, not surprisingly, profoundly, and necessarily. Second, we humans, we are building machines, AI, which are generating then solutions. We achieved various and convincing results at Continental in the area of AI, and AI is human-made. We are developing AI, and we have to ensure everybody using that, developing that, has the responsibility to do it in accordance with ethical principles. That's all. Thank you very much.